Good morning, guys, and welcome back to TTSMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. If you can hear me, please let me know before going furthermore. Good morning, Edith. Edith, thanks for the penguin, brother. Tamimi, good morning for a break. Good morning for a break. How was your weekend, Tito? It was also always awesome, brother. It was really awesome weekend. I was not even a single moment in front of my chart. Totally free of mind. Loud and clear. Thank you for confirming, man. Thank you, Tamimi. I love you, man. Vin, good morning, brother. Let's see if anyone else can join over here. Please, if you're here, write down hi, hello, anything, whatever you want to write. Just write down something, okay, so that I can know that, oh, okay, this is Edith, this is Vin is over here. Please let me know that. I'll go a bit about the price action a bit later, okay? So I think after 3 minutes, we'll start to talk about the price action, what is going to be the expectation. Everything will be explained after 3 minutes. Uh, uh, Anas. Hello, brother Anas. How are you, man? FOMC this week. If you have the FOMC, you have to be very careful about that day morning session. So try to avoid the morning session. If you have the earning news after the FOMC, then avoid the whole session. I mean whole day. No trading for the whole day. You can trade London session. You can trade 7 a.m. kill zone. The best area to trade is 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That is the best area to trade on FOMC day. We'll see the calendar within a moment. Okay, we'll look for that. Good morning, Danchu. Thanks, brother, for being over here. Lot of earnings this week. Oh, then you have to be very careful. Whenever you have the earnings, avoid the PM session. That is the like the best rules I can say about the earning news. If you have the earning news, avoid the PM session. Just no consideration, nothing. Just avoid it. That's all. Bro, where are you from? I'm from Bangladesh. Do you know Bangladesh, brother? Where are you from? Let me know that for a break. Guys, don't forget to push the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can see over here on my right hand side 11,984 subscribers. So need just 16 more subscribers to make it 12,000. I hope it's gonna happen today. Just help me a bit, okay? Sometimes ask people to join our subscribe. I mean, join to our channel. It's not my channel. I never say that this is my channel. I always say this is our channel. So this is your responsibility as well, not only mine. So please sometimes help me, okay? Ask new people to join our YouTube. If you feel like it's insightful or helpful for you, then ask them. If you think, oh, okay, this guy just random, then no need to ask. Where are you from? For a break. Who else is over here? Please let me know before we go furthermore. Already 9:50 actually. By the way, I will do the next giveaway. That means the Lucy Trading 150k, sorry, 150k flex account. I'll try to give it today. If there is a load shedding, I don't care. Whenever the electricity will be back, I'll restart the stream and I'll give the account. Okay. If there is any load shedding before I have done the what to say, I mean the giveaway. Don't call me sir, please. Food exploring. Just call me by my name. My name is T2 TITU, or in short T and two. Otherwise, call me brother. Whatever you wanna say, but don't call me sir, please. By the way, hello brother. And I think you are new over here. Welcome to our community, brother. Don't forget to join our Discord group. If you go to the pin comment, this is the link of our Discord. So don't forget to join through that link. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay anything to me. I hope it will be insightful for you because around the PM session we talk a lot about the price action through our Discord group. So you can join. Okay, it's not gonna be worthless. I can promise you that, brother. Oh, it's a great country, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Good morning, Suzivan. I will come back in 15 minutes. Sure, man. We'll wait for you. You're from Dubai? Nice country, man. No tax. I know. No tax. So you're a trader and you live in Dubai. There is no tax. Monaco and the Dubai, I think this is the best area for living. Uh, the people who are trading actually and earning a lot of money. This is heaven for them. Monaco, I think it's in. I mean, it's in Italy, if I'm not wrong. I mean, not in Italy, like near to Italy, Monaco, and the Dubai. Hey, Sharoda. Thank you, brother, for joining over here. Let's talk about this setup at first. Yeah, it's in France. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sivan. Yeah, Monaco. It's near to France. That's cool, man. Monaco is in France. That's cool, man. Hello. How are you? Hey, Sachin. How are you, brother? I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for asking, man. Let me go to the 50-minute chart a bit. Okay, over here. If you see this market failed to trade this gap over here. Of course, it has traded the hourly fair value gap. I was watching the market around that area. I was planning to take a buy because I have clean highs over here. I hope you can see the chart here. We have clean highs over there. So around the Asia session, I was in front of my chart and I was more interested to take a buy over here. Unfortunately, it didn't tap to this gap. So if it could tap to this gap, I would be able to catch this buy. As it didn't do that, I missed this buy over here. And when I saw it's going higher like this way, I was just saying, what I have done, man. I should have gambled over there. However, I didn't go for this trade because of this buy side liquid around that area. Market perfectly come over here, a bit consolidation, then fall a bit again over here, came to this last fair value gap to that specific leg over here. This is the last fair value gap. Market came to this last fair value gap. In other word, it has traded like this candle, which is the word block, traded this specific fair value gap. So it has traded that and then went higher. But that's not my uh, thinking over here. I'm not interested to talk about this price action. I would love to talk about that fall over here. After coming here, you can see this high and that high. They're the relatively equal highs. So it's my buy side liquidity around that area. And then market fall came to this last fair value gap. I would love to go for this high, sorry, that high and this low. Would love to go for this quadrant level. Okay, so let me actually mark it in a bit way. Okay. So if I mark this high, I'm not marking that high. Okay, you can see over here, I'm not marking that high. I'm marking this high. I have already explained in that specific session where I told that it's gonna be the dealing range master class, and at the beginning I cleared which high you should look for as your dealing range high, which low you should look for as your dealing range low. Now I'm not going to explain why this high, not that high. Okay, I have already explained it over there. So I'm going to mark this high and that low over here. After seeing this, if this market really would love to go for this buy side liquid, okay, where it should come to this deep premium area because market left the buy side liquidity. Do I have any sell side liquidity? No, I don't have any sell side liquidity. So if can it come to this deep discounted to this specific leg over here, see this low and that high? Can it come to the deep discounted? So if I mark this low over here and that high over here, can it come to this deep discounted? Ask yourself this question. I'm not gonna reply this. You know the reply, all right? It should come to this deep discounted area because I don't have any sell side liquidity left over there. I'm going to remove this one again because this is not my important leg. I was not here. I didn't trade this leg, so I have no idea how it has been traded over here. I'm more interested to talk about this area. Those people who have watched that dealing range masterclass, this is another live example of the dealing range masterclass. When I have this high and this low, and I know that buy sell liquidity is over here, and I'm interested to see this market is going to fall. Okay. By the way, am I live? Yes, can you please confirm that am I still live in or not? Good morning, Alex. Thanks, brother, for being over here. And don't forget to push the like button, guys. Okay, I'm still in live. Okay, thank you so much, brother. This is the new week opening gap. Okay, don't focus on this new week opening gap. It's not important right now. We'll talk about that a bit later. But right now, it's not important. This is the dealing range high. This is the dealing range low. I have this buy side liquidity over here. If this market would love to go for this buy side liquidity, what should it do at first? What should it do? It should come to this deep premium area, right? This is the best area where this market will touch, and then I will be confirmed about this buy side liquidity. However, I was more interested to see this to fall because of the TGIF. I'm more interested to see it will fall for the TGIF, and that should start to happen after 7 a.m. So when this market was going higher, I was watching where it can maximum go. If it could touch this line a bit just by tick, okay, like touch it. I'm not bullish, I mean bearish anymore. I'm bullish for this buy side liquidity market left over here. This is a live example. Like just focus over here. I'm not showing something randomly. I'm not picking some area randomly. I'm showing you the live price action over here with the execution. This market failed to touch this one. I'm more confident that this market is going to fall and going to take some sort of liquidity, some sort of swing low. Maybe this low, maybe that low, maybe this low, maybe it will fall this low, maybe it will take this low. I don't know. Maybe it will take this by sell side liquidity. Sorry. I really don't know which one is going to be taken. But all I know, market is going to fall and is going to take some sort of liquidity over here. After coming here, I'm going to go for this 1 minute chart. So this is that 1 minute chart, and you can see over here, this is that specific high that didn't touch it. I was watching this market. I got this beautiful market structure shift over here, and I was waiting. I was waiting to take the sell. Now, if you take a closer look over here, I'm gonna extend it a bit higher over here. Okay, this is the gap. If you add this volume imbalance, yes, sir, it has traded this fair value gap already, right? If you add this volume imbalance, unfortunately, I was watching it from this candle high and this candle low. So this was the market structure shift. As you can see here, one, two, three, four, five. Within five candle, market didn't touch this fair value gap. I'm gonna come over here one more time. I was ready to push the button. My limit order was just below of this gap. I was waiting for this market to touch this gap and then to fall. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the immediate reaction. I just didn't take the entry over here. Then this market went higher, trade this gap over here, built the order block around this highest up close body close candle. Again, I was not good confident enough as this is my what to say. I mean the water block because it's a very small candle and wick has both sides. So I wanted to see these two candle as my water block. When this candle over here has closed below these two consecutive candle, I was interested to go for the sell from this water block by putting the stop loss not only above this consecutive water block but also covering this 50% of this fair value gap by any chance if it would love to go higher and stop me out over there. Okay, just because it would love to trade the 50% of this gap by any chance. Okay, this is going to be violated, market is going to touch it, I can get stopped out. So that's why I just covered it a bit higher. However, it trades this order block, consecutive order block, like lot of times, and then fall. This run was unexpected to me, to be honest. I wanted to see this gap to unfilled over here. Unfortunately, it didn't uh, unfill this gap. Instead of that, it went higher. I will show you the execution within a moment. Just stopped me out by tick, just by tick, because my stop loss was just above this high, that candle high. It was my stop loss over here. Stopped me out by tick, and then I re-entered over this candle. Just re-entered by covering the constant encroachment of this wick over here, and this market fall, I keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, and taking the partial, adding, taking partial, adding, taking partial. I have already done that. I want to show you the execution actually. So over here, this is that area you can see here. This candle first, I really wanted to enter over here, but I was a bit late. So when this candle appeared, I entered in market. That's why it's saying that my entry is over here. I added more over here again. You can see here three contract added, five contract, three contract, and then I added more here, five contract. Unfortunately, this trailing stop loss stopped me out here, took re-entry and got this stopped out. You can see over here, this 7 micro contract. stopped out exactly to the top. You can see here the execution button over there. So that was a losing trade over here. This one break even, tried to re-enter from this gap as an inverted way. So you add here to the low of this gap. Here one contract, here 10, 6 and 4 contract. Over here you can see all of this inversed entry. So add over there. Wanted to see it to unfilled. Still my stop loss was one tick above this high. Stopped me out over there, and then I added more over here when this candle closed below this gap again. So added again over here 6 contract, took some partial, 4 contract took partial when this candle closed below this last fair value gap. What is that? Last fair value gap to this area above this sell side liquidity. See this low has cleared that low as an obvious liquidity. Market has closed below this last fair value gap, added more over there 3 micro contract, took partial over there 3 micro contract, took partial to the 50% of this new day opening gap 3 micro contract, took partial to the low of the new week opening gap 1 micro contract, and here one micro contract stopped out over there. So that was the overall fall. Now you will say that, brother, you got stopped out to this run over here by this trailing stop loss over here. Unfortunately stopped me out over there. You can see all of this contract I got stopped out over here. So I keep adding and then stopped me out all of this contract over here to this break even area. So added, took re-entry over here, got stopped out by tick, just by tick, had some loss over here, then re-enter when this closed below this gap, added more over here when it closed below this last fair value gap, and then keep taking the partial. This was like classical price action. Now, unfortunately, when I added more, my entry point moved from there to there. That's why I had to put my stop loss to the break even. I love to trade like that way. And just market was a bit overzealous, so took me out and then started to fall and I got all of this. So overall, this is the business. You can see $669 is over here. I'm not going to touch this account today anymore. Oh, by the way, I didn't push any other button. You can see over here like no other pushing button, nothing is over here, nothing is over there. I had some losses from last PM session. Here I had some losses, like think $200, $220, something like that. I had losses over there, and I had some loss like here, that specific entry that stopped me out by T. So I think $120, something like that, stopped out over there. So overall, it's 669, but it's showing that $300. So mitigated all the loss I got from yesterday's PM session in this consolidation zone. This is really disaster, to be honest. I was more interested to see this sell side liquidity to be taken. That was very clean sell side liquidity. It never fall and never gave me the opportunity. However, this is what it is. Sometimes shit happens, like, and we have to not here, okay, not that is the PM session, that was the PM session yesterday, not there. This was the PM session, so I was more interested this low and that low, very clean lows over here. So if you guys remember, I took this sell over here around this area through the mini contract, and then immediately I closed the entry. There was $300 loss already because it was a five handle up, and I closed it with 3 mini contract. I was pushing the button from my phone. It is what it is. Okay. So got some losses over here. Then I mitigated that loss as well with some profit in my Flex account, which is around here. So in this Flex account, and finally stopped out. Stopped the day with $269, something like that. So that is that. And over here, you can see this gap has been traded. If I were interested, I'm not in live, I would start to look for another selling opportunity over here. Of course, I can see a beautiful sell over there, but yeah, it is what it is. Like that is the trade over here in this session around the before the session, actually before I just tried to take this trade through 750 to 810 macro because I was not in front of my chart around 7 a.m. Kill zone. So I tried to take this entry depending on the quadrant level. So this is the quadrant level. The logic is it should not touch this deep premium area before clearing some sort of liquidity. It should not touch it. If it touch it, market will go for this buy side liquidity. If it fail to touch it, I'm pretty much confident it is going for this low over here. So market will take some sort of low. I believe it will keep falling. I will just explain the price action right now. What is going to be my expectation for today, depending on the price action. This is something I'm not sharing with you, which is a rocket science. It's something very easy to understand. The dealing range. Understand it. The rest is like bread and butter. Need to see some more comment. Let's see who else is over here before I go for the today's pre-market analysis. And also, I need to know your bias. What is your expectation today? What should you see today? Where you are expecting the market will go? I need to know that before I go for my explanation. So please do that for me. I need to know. Okay. Vin, thank you for confirming. Thank you. Thank you. Apex special deal for 50K intraday price action. So Apex has still that offer running, which is $24.90 for 50K account. The activation fees is gonna cost $69, which is actually cheap because most of the time their activation fees is $130. So if it is $69, it's almost the 50%. So I guess it's a good deal for those people who love the Apex. Again, if you say Apex is shit, I will say you are the shit because you don't follow the rules. You are just gambling, and that's gonna break you. Okay, so if you want to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to follow some rules. The first rules is you can't gamble. That is the first rule. So if you want to gamble, like sometimes you want to go enter with two micro contract and then you would love to go with 20 mini contract, you are not a trader, you are just a shit. So that is something you should not do while you are trading any kind of prop firm, any sort of prop firm. Gambling is not gonna make you a consistently profitable trader. Maybe one session will make you a profitable trader, but the next session it's gonna wipe out all of your profit, and without giving you any kind of warning. So if you want to be a trader, to be honest, you should trade through the Apex account, in my opinion, because that's gonna force you to be a disciplined trader. However, it's a good deal, as well as the Lucid funded. They have like a new window open. I am really so excited now. It's not for the all the public yet, but they're going to give you the live account when you are going to pass the eval account. So when it's going to happen, right now it's not available for all the public. It's for specific people who are getting a lot of payouts from Lucid Trading, and you'll be able to get the payout by the first day without any sort of waiting or anything. Okay, you can. There's no consistency rules. This is awesome. If you wanna interested about the Apex, make sure you have used the code T2T, and if you're interested about Lucid trading, make sure you have used the code T2 Wizard. Today, I'll give you a Lucid Flex account, which is a 50K account, and it's gonna. I mean, it's a one account. Okay, just one account. I'll give it today over here. Hey Dora, you have changed your profile picture, sister. You look nice. Good morning, by the way, and thanks for the penguin, Dora. Oh my God, yeah, you were in the same trade as me. I was in the same trade, but came out once we tap into the 1 hour fair value gap. Okay, still, man, you are profitable, right? So if you are profitable, there is nothing wrong. Yeah, I were in this trade because I was just interested to catch that fall depending on the dealing range, so that I can give you a live example of the dealing range. So dealing range is something I am not picking it randomly. I have observed it lot of time I observed it, and then finally I decided to share this with you guys. Your job to keep it, be profitable. Just keep it, be profitable. I wouldn't wait for this water block. If it was an immediate reaction, I would enter from this fair value gap from the 22 YT model. Unfortunately, it was not immediate reaction. I had to wait for this water block to appear. Then I took my entry from the water block, by the way. Focusing on short today. So, Alex, you are bearish today. I'm bullish, but looking for retracement. Okay, that's cool. Uh, Guys, you if you are bullish, don't switch your bias. If you are bearish, don't switch your bias when I'm going to share my understanding, my expectation. Okay, please, it's a request. Don't switch your bias. Be strict with your bias. Be right or be wrong. Be happy with that, but don't switch your bias just because I'm not like with you. Okay, please, it's a request. Sometimes you do that and it hurt me a lot. Alex, why is that? Alex, why is that? That's a good question. Why you are looking for short, Alex? Good morning. Hey Jamie. Good morning, brother. You are bearish. That's cool, man. I love you, brother. Good morning, Lovin. Lovin. Loving. Oh, sorry, not Lovin. Sorry, loving nature guy. Loving nature guy. Oh, you love nature, man. I love nature too. Good morning, team. For a break, good luck. All the giveaway or flex account, guys. Good luck, brothers. and sisters. Good morning and gang. Hey Theo, good morning, brother. Ishfaq, good morning, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Jamie, me too, my friend. You are a great mentor. Oh man, come on. Don't say like that way. I feel shy. I'm not a mentor. I'm just a brother. I'm just a learner like you, man. So we are just sharing our understanding. So if you call me sir, if you call me mentor, is something like that. I feel like, oh man, maybe I'm something. Okay, I don't want to feel like that way. I really don't want to feel like that way. Today I read the market with dealing range the same way you explained. But did it work, Sharada? My question is, did it work? If it works, please let me know that. Walaikum salam, brother. Hey, Daniel, thanks for the penguin man. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. Make sure that you have all pushed the like button. This is all I ask you guys to do. Just push the like button. That's all. You don't need to pay me anything. You don't need to do anything for me. Just push the like button. And sometimes, if you can, just ask new people to join our channel so that we can touch 11,009, sorry, 1,200. So I think I need just 16 more subscriber to make it 12,000 subscriber. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for understanding. Split view market is easier too. Okay, I don't need it. So guys, this is the chart from the weekly chart NQM 2026. You can see one, two, three, four. Four bullish week, consecutive four bullish week. And the run is actually happened from here to until there, which is near about 4,581 handle just by 1, 2, 3, 4 week. This fall was projected by us. We are very sure that how far this market is going to fall until this gap. If this gap is broken, it will come over here. If it is not broken, after before I came back to Bangladesh to my last streaming, I showed you it was Monday, and I told that if Monday candle close above that high, market is going to take the all-time high for sure. Perfectly, we have found that even though the way we are expecting it didn't happen like that way, it was extremely bullish. There was no manipulation or nothing. However, I'm not interested to talk about all of this price action. I'm not interested to talk about these fair value gaps. I'm not interested to talk about anything else except the TGIF. This is the previous week candle low. This is the previous week candle high. As you can see, I have marked the 20% of this candle and the 30% of this candle. This didn't happen by the Friday. Also, if you look at this specific candle over here, if I go for the TGIF over here, okay, and if I go for the around this area, you see this TGIF is also didn't happen. So, in my opinion, now this market should come to this TGIF to finish it. Now, it is a long term process. For me, this week, I want to see this market to come over here to this area. Okay. It doesn't need to happen by this week, of course. It can happen by the next week as well. But I want to see a bearish week right now for this TGIF line over here. If you look for this candle for the TGIF over here to here, see this TGIF, how beautiful it has been done. If you look for this candle to this candle, look at this TGIF, how beautiful it has been done. It didn't do the TGIF, it didn't do the TGIF. So for me, today, I'm more interested to see this market to fall for these two, any of these two line. Okay, so 27277 is gonna be my target for today. It can fall a bit more until the low of this lower 30% area, which is 184.25. It can also trade that. It can also trade the 50%. It can also take that low. It can also come here around this area. It can also come over here. I don't give a shit. All I care, can this market fall and trade this upper line, which is 27277. After reaching over there, we will look for the market. What is going to happen? We'll see that later. But right now, my intention to see, can the market to trade this level. It has cleared previous day week high, which is absolutely no value to me. Okay. So you'll say, oh, brother, now you're making new things. I'm not making new things. There is very specific days where previous week high, previous day high is important. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about them. It's nothing important to me. I don't see at the previous week high. There is no importance of this previous week high today for me. Okay. I'm only interested to see, can the market fall, trade this line. After coming this line, I have to take the next decision. I'm not going for the weekly analysis over here. So I'm not going to explain what is going to happen by the end of this week. I'm more interested to talk about today's price action. First, on Monday, I will open the weekly chart. I will see is the TGIF is done. If it is done, I will think in a different way. You know, the expansion things, all the things I have already explained. If the TGIF is not done, the first job is this market will fall for this TGIF, not by today. It can happen by tomorrow as well. So I will look for today and tomorrow only for this any of these two line. As long as it's not coming over here, I'm not interested to look for any sort of buy. Yeah, of course, we can switch our bias later depending on the price action. That's going to be low probability to me. For me, the high probability is to look for sell until either the 20% of this line or 30% of this line. Any of this line is going to be my target from the from the weekly chart. Coming to this, what to say? I mean the daily chart, and to be honest, in this daily chart, I really don't have anything to say except this area. I told that I don't want to see this candle is going to make any sort of what to say, I mean the weak. It should recover the things it has done over here. It should recover it without making any weak. So you can see it closed here. Next day, I was more interested to see it to fall. If you guys remember, we have outlined that big fall. There was a big fall from here to until there. There was a big fall. This low was projected absolutely like perfectly precisely. It was projected how far it can fall. It fall over there, went higher again. Then Friday, I also told that it's not going to happen like the way it is going to go higher. It's not going to make any sort of weak. Like here, this candle not going to make any sort of weak. This candle not going to make any sort of weak. Why? It has to recover this candle. Now I want to see this same candle over here again. Like this same candle over here. I'm not saying that it's coming for this candle to make a weak. I'm not thinking like that way. Of course, it can do that. But I want to see a bear candle today. And that's going to trade at least any of these two line. It can be choppy or accumulation market, which I'm expecting today. Market is gonna be an highly accumulative market. It's not gonna be an expansion market. It's gonna be like this type of market, something like that. Here, I was expecting the expansion over here. Why? Because it was an inside candle of this candle over here, right? Inside candle. After the inside candle, what should you look for? Expansion. Did it make the expansion? No. You did. Did you get the expansion? Boom. Over here. Here, it didn't build any sort of inside candle. So I don't need to expect this type of, I mean, like long, long fall or something like that. I don't need to see that. It can do that. In my opinion, it should also fall over here. It should come around that area. I want to see that like the weekly basis. I want to see it to come over here. But it doesn't need to do that. If it would really love to do that, we'll see that later in the session. But today, I want to see this is going to happen today because the TGIF is not done. So it's going to be a high resistance liquidity run, and market is going to fall for the TGIF line by doing lot of accumulation, manipulation, and consolidation. It's gonna do like this way, and finally it should fall for this line over here, that line over here. That's my expectation so far. This is how this market is going to react for today. Like here, it's gonna be happen like that way. And don't think like it will come until that area. I'm just marked it. I'm not a good drawer. However, this is how I wanna see this market will accumulation, and high resistance liquidity run until this line, or maybe it will fall until that specific line over here. From the daily chart, that's my expectation. To be honest, I don't have anything to say over here. Would love to go for the hourly chart. In hourly chart, if you take a closer look, I don't have any sell side liquidity. There is no sell side liquidity. Do you have any buy side liquidity? I don't have any buy side liquidity. So no buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. Nothing I have except one thing, and that is order block, unfinished business. So when this market fall, that is the fall, it came exactly where we told, right? We talked about that fall. It is coming for the inversion gap, constant crosswind. It came over here. Then this market has given me the market structure shift over here. This high has been shifted over here. Market structure shift. Fair value gap, like entry fair value gap, breakaway gap has been traded. Market went higher. Lowest down close, body close candles are the order block, or the this candle is the order block. More specifically, this lowest down close, body close candle. Extend it to your right. You'll be able to see it is aligned with this two line, as well as it is aligned with this last fair value gap. This candle high, this candle low. There is a gap. I want to see this market to fall for this order block at least. I'm not saying it's gonna stop over here and then it's going to go higher to take the all-time high again. I'm not saying that. I'm just going to explain what is gonna be my expectation. I wanna see this market to fall for this order block because it is an unfinished business, as well as the TGIF, which is an unfinished business, as well as this market has cleared a lot of buy side liquidity. It should fall and clear some sell side liquidity, even though I don't have any sell side liquidity from my hourly chart. But I still believe this will engineer some sell side liquidity, then it will clear that sell side liquidity. That is going to happen by today. Not going to expect any sort of expansion, not going to think that this is gonna be a super duper market, okay, something like so beautiful market. No, nothing like that way. It's gonna be a highly difficult market to trade, in my opinion, but it still will be over here if there is no load shedding. That means if electricity is gone, forgive me, guys. I will try to come back when the electricity will be back, and I will do the giveaway over there. Okay, if I am not finish the giveaway before the load shedding, if there is any load shedding, by the way. So if I'm here, I think we'll be able to see if this market can fall. I'm not interested to look for any sort of buy as long as it's not going to prove me wrong and it's not going to keep going higher. I think I'm not going to look for any sort of buy run today. I am bearish. Bold statement. I am bearish until this 27277.00. Until that line, I'm bearish. After that, what is going to happen? I don't know. I want to catch a sell from here to here, which is near about 100 something handle. Let me see actually. From here to here, it's near about 141 handle. Out of this 141 handle, if I can catch just 41 handle, I'm more than happy in this low probable day. Coming back to this 15-minute chart, and if you look over here in this 15-minute chart, here this low has been cleared over here by a shallow run, which is an liquidity. In my opinion, it's not a beautiful liquidity. Like this type of liquidity, it's beautiful, not like this type of liquidity. It's not really good to me. I'm not interested to see this liquidity as my target. Except this one, I don't have also any sort of sell side liquidity, nothing. Market is engineering the liquidity. I'm happy to see that. You can see this low has been building the sell side liquidity, and then it will go higher, take some sort of buy side liquidity maybe from 1 minute chart or 15-minute chart, whatever it is, and then market will fall, take that sell side liquidity. Best case of scenario, if it starts to fall over here, I won't be able to catch that fall, just because around 9:30 market open, market keep falling. If it happens, I don't think so that I'll be able to trade this market. However, I'm interested to see this market to stay below this zone. See this zone, I want to see this market to stay below this zone, which is the new day opening gap. Sorry, new week opening gap. First, it's still respecting this new week opening gap. It can do that, but I want to see one body close below this gap. Then it will go higher again, take some sort of swing high. Maybe this high. It can take this high as well. I don't want to see that. Of course, I don't want to see that. It will just build a swing high over here. It will be cleared that swing high. Then it will start to fall again for any of this line. More importantly, this line to that specific leg, this is the last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. So this last fair value gap is going to be my target for today without any sort of sell side liquidity. It's going to be a difficult market to trade. It's going to be an highly accumulative market to trade. It's going to be a seek and destroy market to be to trade. Be very careful. Make sure you're not over leveraging. You'll try 1 to 3 times. If it doesn't work, simply just avoid trading through your live account or your any sort of like eval account. Try to avoid them. Instead of that, try to go to the paper trade and then try to trade through the paper account. Okay, it's the best case of scenario, in my opinion. Otherwise, if we can find the first 1 or 2 trade, I hope it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, I wish that it's gonna be beautiful, but I'm just expecting some sort of accumulation day to day. So over here, I'm not going to stay over here in this account. Sorry, in this chart, I'm going to stay over here in this chart. And in this chart, you will be able to see only this new week opening gap over here. This is the 1 minute chart, 15-minute chart on my right hand side, and this is the YM chart. Below here, I have the ES chart over there. Around here, we have the ES chart around this area. Let me see if I am in Flex account. I'm in the right account. So I don't want to trade this account anymore. I have already made more than enough profit over here by catching that fall. I've already explained all of this fall. And this account, I still didn't push any button over here. You can see it's 0 0. There is no trade, nothing over here yet. For that account, I didn't push the button because I don't think so I'll be able to like recover this account anymore. It's gonna have like 30 to $40, something like that. Now you'll say why? Because you remember I pushed the button from three my mini contract instead of micro contract in that specific day where there was load shedding, coming, going. And I was just exhausted. I was like broke my mind. I just went for the three mini contract instead of the micro contract. Unfortunately, mistakenly through my phone. So I don't think so I will be able to revive this account anymore. But I still keep it over there to see if we can do something over here. I bought these three accounts just to revive those that funded account, but eventually it's going to be broken. However, now it's time to wait for the 9:30 to open to see where the market is going at first. That's my expectation for today. I know that some of you are extremely bullish today. I highly appreciate that. I highly recommend you not to switch your bias from bullish to bearish. I am bearish. I am going to be wrong. I am always wrong. Okay. So don't switch your bias. You are bullish, be bullish, and later come back to me and show me the reason why you are bullish, and then I will learn from you. I will know that, oh, okay, that guy was bullish for that reason. I should have looked for that things. Maybe I could look for the bullish as well. So please don't switch your bias from bullish to bearish. Instead of that, be bullish. Try to find some bull setup. Okay, like of course you can take this bear setup as well, but don't switch your bias. That's my advice for you guys who have the bullish setup. However, I got another one subscriber, so it's 11,985 subscriber. Thank you, whoever has joined our stream, our channel. Make sure that you are coming back, okay, brother. Just give me 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, if you are not convinced, then you can unsubscribe our channel. Okay, I believe that I'll be able to convince you by 2 weeks. Even though in this bad price action, our reading price action is so precise. Sometimes you are not getting beautiful setups, missing setups, stopping out because of the seek and destroy mode. But the bias, the way we are framing the trade, I'm getting stopped out because of my trailing stop loss. So never ever follow my trailing stop loss. I love to do that. You saw this execution over here. I got stopped out because of my trailing stop loss. If I wouldn't do that, I would get the whole boom from here to here by adding more over there, by adding a lot of contract over there. But my trailing stop loss sometimes it stop me out, but eventually it's making me more profitable. So that's why I don't want to change that habit. I want to keep it for myself. Okay. Mhm. I'm back, brother. Welcome back, Suzivan. Welcome back, brother. Hey, Jeep. Good morning, brother. I'm driving. Hey, man, focus on your driving, man. Please don't listen to me while you are driving, man. You are not audible. You guys can't hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Mic testing 1, 2, 3, 4. You should hear me. Hello? Yeah, you should hear me. Why those swings lows are not considered as sell side liquidity? For me, I only look for relatively equal lows or relatively equal highs as my liquidity. I don't look for a single swing low as my liquidity. Their liquidity, if I'm bullish and I want to see this market to go higher for these buy side liquidities, there is some relatively equal highs. Market would love to go for that relatively equal highs. In that type of scenario, it needs to take some liquidity. And in that type of scenario, the swing low is more than enough for being liquidity. But for target, I always look for relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. TJF no weak candle on Friday and Friday's high is already traded. I'm bearish for AM session. I'm also bearish. So Zivan, I hope we both are going to be right today. Let's see, brother. Just 9 seconds left. Rajesh, good morning. Why you will even trade when ADR is break? What is ADR, brother? I'm from Bangladesh, brother. What is ADR? I don't know what is ADR. So there is no opening gap. Okay. There is simply no opening gap, just a bit opening gap. I don't need to mark the opening gap over here. As you can see here, there's no opening gap. ADR, average dealing range, something like that. Going to mark this last gap prior to 9:30. Market is respecting this last gap. 27277, 27277, 27277. That's my target for today. Okay, I'm gonna mark it as a red line. But the way this market is falling, I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss this trade. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't like the way this is falling. It should take this high at least. So I'm gonna sacrifice this trade. I'm not going to take this trade, even if it keep falling and touch my line, which is 27277. Unfortunately, I can't trade it. It has to go higher. It has to take some liquidity and then it has to fall. Still, it didn't clear any short of liquidity. Instead of that, it has built the liquidity. So I'm not interested to take any short. As you can see here, this guy is extremely bullish, which is ES. This is extremely bullish, which is YM. Both of them are bullish. NQ is bearish. I'm not happy to see this bearishness. I need to see this market to go higher at first, clear some liquidity, and then fall. If it happens, I'll try to take any trade from here. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, keep falling from here, I'll just let this go. Average daily range. I never observed it, unfortunately, brother. How do you use that average daily range? How do you use that? Look at the ES. Okay, on my bottom chart, this is the ES. On my right hand side, on the right bottom corner, it's YM. This is NQ. This is NQ. Okay, just look at this two chart, which is the NQ chart, and look at this two chart. So still, I'm not convinced by this fall. I wanna see more bullish at first to take at least this high and then fall. If it happens, I'll try to take the sell. Otherwise, I'll let this fall go until this line. I'll let it go. Unfortunately, I can't take this trade. Do you know about average daily range? No, I don't know that, brother. I really don't know about the average daily range. I'm learning the concepts, man. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. Subscribe to our channel, whoever is new over here. It's a Michael concepts. Check the 3-day range. If it is break, then the day might be range bound. Okay. Michael has a lot of things, brother, unfortunately. And now if I focus on everything, it will be analysis paralysis for me. So I want to make the things very simple so that I can understand the fact very easily without any sort of confusion. So, like, yeah, of course, we can add a lot of things on our trading, in my opinion, and that's not bad. But my head, my brain is very, not that strong. It's like old brain. So I want to make sure that my brain is not going to take a lot of pressure from a lot of concepts. It's going to be very simple, very simple, very simple. I need the liquidity, I need the target, and I need the imbalances. That's all. If I find that, I'm going to take that trade. Simple. For example, if this candle over here, if this candle could take this high by one tick, you would see that I'm already in this trade over here. By getting this market structure shift, I'm already in this trade for this line over here. Unfortunately, it didn't do that, so I'm going to sacrifice this trade. Maybe it will work. I don't care. I'm not going to take this trade. My bias is bearish. I want to see this market to fall. I know it can be a setup over here, but I'm not going to take it because it is not convincing for me. This high is not convincing for me. So I'm gonna wait. Done. Thank you so much, brother, for liking the video, man. Hi, Titu. Nice to see you in boss shirt. Nice to see you, man. I can't see you. Where are you, man? I love the boss brand. Actually, most of my t-shirt, shirt are from this boss brand. This is the only brand I love most. Okay, unfortunately, it's bit expensive, so I'm very choosy. I try to buy a very limited shirt and pants so that I don't waste them. And yeah, I only use, like, not only, of course, I also use some other brand, but Boss, maximum of my shirt t-shirt is from either Hugo Boss or Puma. These three brand. Oh man, just look at this guy. What is it doing? What is it doing, man? Oh man, it is also bullish. See, this guy has cleared this high. I think it's gonna be the SMT or something like that. I don't know. But I can't take this sell. If any of you can take the sell, please go for it. I'm not going to take this sell. As long as I'm not going to find the things I need to see at first. So market has to go higher. Take the buy side liquidity, then I'll look for the sell. I'm fan of Boss. Me too, man. Like, there, it's so comfort. Like when I wear the t-shirt or shirt from Boss, it's so comfortable. Like so comfortable, man. Like in Bangladesh, it's too hot right now. Still, when I wear this shirt, their fabrics are really good. S&P has taken them, so maybe there will SMT. It can happen, but I'm not convinced. Okay, the way this market is working, I'm not convinced yet. I need to see this market to go higher at first. Like, even if it is going to fall over here, it should show me some sort of bearishness, right? But as these both market are strong while the market is going higher, so, and the weakest, see, this is the weakest. The YM is the weakest when the market is going higher. The weakest candle has cleared a lot of highs, but strongest candle failed to clear the highs. I'm not convinced. So I prefer to think about a buy over here until this buy side liquid. I'm not taking it. I'm just going to market, frame it. Okay. I'm not taking it. I'll only take the sell if there is any selling opportunity. I'll only go for that selling opportunity. As long as I'm not going to be convinced, I'm not gonna take any sort of buy or sell. That's so simple. I like Kelvin Kelvin Klein. Kelvin Klein is also good, but Kelvin Klein is like, it's not like the original things you will not find in Bangladesh. Yeah, also it is very tough for me to find the Boss, but I know this brand very well. So whenever I buy it, I can understand that this is the real brand, and like all of these things. But Calvin Klein is tough to get the real brand, the real one, okay, from Bangladesh. But when I'm in Portugal or Denmark or in Europe, of course we can go. Calvin Klein is good, man. I had some T-shirt from Calvin Klein. It's really awesome. Guys, I'm not asking any of you to take this buy, but I want to see this to work. As my bias is bearish, I will wait for the sell setup. But in the meantime, I want to see how this is going to work. I want to see this to work over here. Good morning, sister Archana. Good morning, sister. Good morning, Ellie. How are you, sister? Wait for the first presented fair value gap. I think we have the first presented fair value gap, brother. Let me check. Yeah, we have the first presented fair value gap over here. If you want to take the short, make sure DXY is doing the opposite. No, you don't need to worry about the DXY. DXY and NQ both can go higher. There is nothing wrong about that. But if both of their direction is same, it's going to be an high resistance liquidity run. If both of their direction is opposite, then it's going to be low resistance liquidity run. So if the dollar is also going to fall, right, sorry, it's also going to go higher right now, you don't need to worry about that. If you're looking for the buy, it can be a bit like high resistance run, but it's going to work. So dollar index is not going to control the NQ market directly, like the way DXY control the forex market. It doesn't control the NQ market like the same way, in my opinion. Again, good morning, Jaid. How are you, brother? I'm not taking this trade. I will wait only to take the sell. So I'm not interested to take any sort of buy. I'm just watching can it work or not. If I were confident, I would go for this buy. As my bias is bearish, I will only take the sell. Okay. I still believe it will work. I still believe it will work. I like to pay for burns. Actually, I also don't like to pay for the burns, but the boss, if you use the boss regularly, okay, so at least for 1 or 2 months, you will understand that why I'm saying about the boss. It's like so comfort, man. So comfort. So comfortable. Hugo Boss is super expensive. I know, brother. It's bit expensive. Unfortunately, it's bit expensive. But they're super comfortable. Okay, that's my intention to say only. Just they're super comfortable. I'm not asking any of you to take this trade, okay, guys? I'm just interested to see these two work. But if it doesn't work, I'm absolutely okay with that because I'm not taking this buy. My bias is bearish. I'll take the sell only. But still, I believe it will take this high at first, then it will fall. Good morning, Chatur. I thought you say, guys, I'm not asking you to buy, boss, as I was already shopping for them online. Lol. Oh man, deliverance is awesome. I took time for me to digest it. It will take a bit time, but slowly, definitely you will find it. And when you will find it, and you will start to see the things everywhere. The deliverance is everywhere. Like you'll be amazed. What the hell, man? How can it be so precise? Not 100%, but 99.99% the deliverance will work. Ellie, that was what was that comment, sister? That was nice, sister. Bom dia, muito bem, obrigado, senhor. How are you? Tudo bem? Cash flow audiobook. Good morning, brother. How are you, cash flow? How you are doing with your account? Please make sure that you are going to make it a funded account, and then you are going to get the payout from that account. Use it like in a very wise way. It didn't work. I'm not bullish. That's why I'm not taking any buy. I thought that it's going to work. Unfortunately, it didn't work. That's cool. Still, I can't take any sort of sell. I have no idea how to take the sell yet. If you found any selling opportunity, go for it. I'm not still convinced by the market to take the sell. I need to wait a bit more to find out if there is any selling opportunity. Still, I believe that it is going higher to take this buy side liquidity. Yeah, my stop loss just covered the 50% of that week, so it didn't stop. I mean, it stopped me out over here. If my bias was bullish, when it would close above this gap, I would take re-enter. Re-entry over there. However, I'm not taking any sort of buy. I'm just going to wait for this market to clear buy side liquidity, then fall for the for this line over here. As long as it's not going higher, I'm not thinking this is going to fall. It's respecting the 50%. We did the damage. Sometimes it do the shit. It should respect this gap right now, like a religious belief. So it will tap over here. It will keep going higher to take this buy side liquidity. Let's see. I'm not taking any buy, okay, guys. And I just simply put my stop loss over there like randomly. Just cover the 50% of that week, nothing else. I'm not bearish yet. I'm not thinking this is going to fall without clearing the liquidity. So first time this market, as I explained, remember first time market has closed below the new day opening gap, so new week opening gap. Now it has confirmed that market is going to fall. All I need to see is some liquidity to be taken. If it can do that, I'm very happy to take the sell. If it doesn't do that, I don't know how to catch this fall. My target is 277.00. But if it fall like this way, I will not be able to enter into this market. If you are able to enter, please try to enter wherever you find the opportunity. So all of them started to fall. Ah, man. Now I'm in FOMO, okay? Fear of missing opportunity. What should I do, guys? I'm really in FOMO right now, so I'm not going to push the button over here because it seems like a beautiful 22 white model to me. I'll take it. Let's see if there is a gap. Okay, then I will take it. Okay, there is no gap. I'm happy. I was in FOMO. To be honest, I was in FOMO. Thanks to Lord. There is no gap. There is no gap. There is no trade to me. Okay, I'll let this go. I was in extreme FOMO. I think my FOMO was right. It's not FOMO. It was intuition, something like that. It's not FOMO. It was intuition. Okay, I'm gonna miss this trade. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. Do you speak Hindi also? I can understand the Hindi, brother. I'm from Bangladesh, you know. So Bengali people watch a lot of Bollywood movies, so they can understand the Hindi. But I can't speak Hindi. मेरा हिंदी उतना अच्छा नहीं है भाई. थोड़ा-थोड़ा आता है थोड़ा-थोड़ा आता है पर बहुत ज़्यादा अ, गलत होता है. Okay, bom dia. I read your comment. After feeling like shit for 2 weeks, finally I have a funded account again. Working on passing two more evils right now. That's a good idea, brother. That's a good idea. Make more funded account. Suzivan, you can try the Lucid as well, brother. It's really awesome. I'm not saying just because I'm associated with them, but it's really awesome, brother. You can just try by one or two. It's really awesome. And I prefer the pro account, sorry, the flex account. If you can stop like 500 $600 loss, then if you can stop, then go with the flex account, because in flex account, when you will be in live account, sorry, the funded account, there is no consistency rules. Yeah, in the eval they have the consistency, but in the live account there is no consistency. And for the pro account, you have the consistent that you don't have any consistency while it is a eval, but when it is in live funded, you will have some consistency over there. The market seems to in sync now. We should see NQ drop soon. I don't know if that high will be taken. I was not able to take here. The gap was not over there. If there was a gap, maybe I would push the button over here. That's for sure, and that would be more than enough for being profitable. You can see, for example, there was a gap. Okay, just for the sake of this conversation, from here to here, it's a 48 handle drop. See, 48 handle drop. So I would be already taken some partial over here, unfortunately. But it didn't do that. It has a high probability now to keep falling to touch this line. I'm just not able to enter over here because there is no setup to me. For me, there is no setup. So I'm not interested to enter in this no setup zone. I better let it go. It's going lower. Rejected trend line. Wow. Yeah, it had the trend line as well. I didn't know that, brother. My bias was, of course, bearish. Still, there is no setup. Market didn't clear the buy side liquidity. There is no setup to me except this inverse gap. Of course, you guys want to use the inverse gap, it can work. I'm not good at inverse gap, so I don't like to use them, however. But my intuition was saying that it's going to fall from here. I was thinking like it's a FOMO, but it was not FOMO. I can see right now it was not FOMO. It was the intuition, the gut. It's going to work right now. It's okay, man. There was no gap, so I didn't take the entry. Simple. Rejected trend line. Let wait for the setup. Yeah, we should wait for the setup. I should wait for the setup. If there is a setup, I'll try to take that sell. Otherwise, I'm not going to touch it. I'll let this fall. Trend line was 385. It tested and broke it. Betrayeds. Good morning, brother. Perfect lows on ES taken. I don't care. It has to fall until this line. As long as it's not falling this line, I'm not bullish. And after trading this line, I have no idea what to do, okay, to be honest. But the way it has fallen, I don't like it, to be honest, brother. Ah, it's okay. बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा. I'm in this trade 30 seconds. Oh man, 30 second is awesome. If you are in 30 second, 100% I'm sure that you'll find a setup over there. 100% I'm sure you'll find a setup over there. But I'm just trading through 1 minute chart. I don't see any setup over here. As I told, like if there is a gap, I wouldn't care. Okay, I would go for this trade. The feeling was telling me it is going to fall, even though I was seeing as a FOMO. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Still, I have some experience, right? My experience can also talk inside of my mind. Took partial first trade after 2 months, $700. Thank you. Don't thank me, man. I just shared what is going to happen over here. Where is the market is going for? That's all. But you have done the job, man. I will, brother. After I pass TPT and Trade Day account, I'll buy Lucid accounts. Okay, no. When you'll get some payout, then you can go for the Lucid, brother. First, take some payout. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here, man. And also, please join through that link, Discord link over here. You see this link to the pin comment. Please join to our Discord as well. It's absolutely free, man. Reflect and grow. I took the trade with 15-second gap and holding with partial taken. Awesome, brother. Like, awesome, man. Awesome. It's awesome, man. I'm not convinced yet because the market didn't touch this line. It has to touch this line. As long as it's not touching this line, I'm not convinced. Anytime it will go higher, I'll look for the selling opportunity. Boom for me. Hey, Otaku. Congratulations, brother. I'm out. Boom. $1,126. Done for the day. Thank you, brother. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Jait. See you tomorrow, brother. I appreciate it, man. Oh, man. Mark this low and that low. Okay. This low over here and that low over there. Just mark this two low and see what happened. Market just opened 24 minutes. Okay. So I'm not in rush to go for a trade. I will wait. I'll better wait for the opportunity. Let's see. Smoking kills. As I told you, it's gonna be an high resistance liquidity run. Go to your 15-second chart, look for these highs. What do you see over there from 15-second chart? Clean highs. That's been cleared over here. So market is going higher now. All you have to do, you have to mark this high and that low. This is all you have to do. Here to here. If it touch this line, this buy side liquidity is gonna be cleared in my belief. Okay, I believe that. If it touch this line over here, this line is to the top of this 15-minute fair value gap. High resistance liquidity run. Are you seeing that? Good volatility for a non-news Monday. Look at YM again, back near the high again, lol. Yeah, man. I appreciate the market, the way it's trading. For me, yet nothing happened. Okay, I'm still waiting. Stop loss hit. Loving loving nature guy. Did you take the partial and put your stop loss to the break even? That's the rule of trading. I don't care how strong your feelings is about the target. You always have to take some partial. You always have to, like you have to put your stop loss to the break even. You have to do these two things. If you can do these two things, you'll always be profitable, brother. For me, still there is nothing. I can only see the long wick with a very small body, which is a sign of the consolidation. I prefer this market to take this buy sell liquidity right now because it tapped to the deep premium area. So according to the logic, it should go and take this buy sell liquidity right now. How far this market can fall until the equilibrium, that should be the maximum fall, or 0.618 area to this low and that high. So if I mark it like this way, here to here, and go for the 618 level, you see this 618, that should be the maximum fall right now. This is how it should work right now. Like maybe here maximum, then take this buy sell liquidity. It doesn't need to fall until that area. It can simply come here and take this buy side liquidity. If it happens, I'm not able to enter over here. But if it come over here, I'll start to look for a buying opportunity from there for this buy side liquidity. Observe the dealing range, okay? For me, still there is no trade. Yo, bro, I'm not bullish. I'm a short-term bullish over here. Short-term bullish for that liquidity to be taken. Look at the ES, what the ES has done. Look at this. See this high and that high, relatively equal highs. Market left that buy side liquidity open over there, here. So it is going to clear that buy side liquidity. You know, see a magic. I'm gonna show you a magic. Mark this gap, everyone, okay? From here to here. Extend it to your right and see the magic. I'm not going to use a single word. You're going to you are going to see the magic by yourself. Don't rush. I told you it's gonna be an highly accumulation day. Market is going to do a lot of accumulation today. Seek and destroy type things. So don't rush. Is there anyone who is in a trade right now? Like any kind of trade you are right now? Buy, sell, anything? Okay. You are bullish from here. That's cool, man. I'm long in M&Q, long to 420. Oh man. A lot of people are in long already. And me, I still didn't find any opportunity. How shit I am. I teach you in a very perfect way this gap. This is the gap that is the highest priority. You have to give the highest priority to this gap. As long as this gap is not broken, this market has the power. Sorry, this gap has the power to stop the market over here, send it lower for this line. It has that power. I'm not saying to close your trade. I'm just saying to observe this gap, how it is going to work over here. I'm long in MNQ, long to 40. My sell limit was at inversion, didn't get filled, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate, Dora. Ja, Jamil, I am trading YM. I got 150 points on a sell. Uh, price grab, buy side, liquidity, and open. That's cool. I don't trade the YM, so I really don't know how to trade that market. Can you please say not this gap, but time candle? Man, it's marked over here. You see here, this candle. It's already marked over here. This candle high, this candle low. So 924 candle low, 926 candle high, 925 candle gap, this gap. I'm talking about that gap. What was the theory of TGIF? 20%. The skin is too small. Are you sure? This is that candle here. This candle high, this candle low, 925 candle over here. Why the skin is too small? Is there like I'm using a bigger screen right now, so there can be some problem. Is there any problem, guys? Can you please let me know about the screen? Okay, you can't see or something like that. It's really so small because Suzivan told me that it's small, but I can't read the market like this way. I have to see all the price action. Like I have to see it like this way. So if I need to make it like this way, it's gonna be difficult for me to trade. But just let me know, okay? If it's still this is a problem to you or not. If it is a problem, then I have to fix it. Thanks for mentioning the time. You're most welcome, brother. Julia. You have marked BPR in the chart. What chart it is? I didn't mark any BPR, brother. I don't look for the BPR. BPR is the only thing that I avoid all the time. Please keep it as it's comfortable for you. Just say the time candle. Okay, brother. I'll try to remember that. If I forget, just ask me. I will try to tell you the candle time, brother. Now, fine. That's cool, man. 180 watching, only 52 likes. Less than 45% of viewers did like the stream. Come on, let's show some support to T2 and smash that like button. It's free. It's free, right? Please do that for us. It's free. The fair value gap you marked, that's the last fair value gap under the equal highs. Correct? Absolutely, brother. There is a gap around here. See this gap? It's been closed by the body. So I don't care about this gap. It's not my last fair value gap. Below this buy side liquidity, this is the gap that's not been closed by the body yet. So I have to give the highest priority to this gap. As long as this gap is not broken, this market has the power to send it lower again. I don't want to see that because according to the dealing range or the logic of the dealing range, it came to the deep premium. It should go for this buy side liquidity. Before going higher, it can fall until any of this line, either the 50% or the 618%. So if it come over here, I'll start to look for buy from here from the order block, buy. If it doesn't come over here, instead of that, if it go higher from here, it will close above this last fair value gap. I'll take the buy from this last fair value gap. I'll just adjust the stop loss later. Okay. So I'll just keep it over there. Later I will adjust the stop loss. If it doesn't come any of these two line. If it come any of these two line, I'll try to look for a order block buy from that area. No boom, no like. Reaction from 15-minute last fair value gap. Okay. Didn't know that insight. There is also 15-minute last fair value gap. I didn't know that. Phoenix. You give the like to Tamimi. That's cool, man. I'm following you on X since last 3 months. I'm not active on my Twitter actually, on my X actually. I'm more active on Discord. Brother, you can join our Discord. It's absolutely free. We spend most of our time on our Discord. You will get the link on the pin comment over here. The pin comment. You'll be able to join through that pin comment. Why the quality is too bad. Now, those people who are looking for the buy over here, did you see why you should not look for the buy over here? Why I was saying that it's not a right place to look for the buy. Of course, it could work. If it would work, I would take the buy while this last gap is broken. As it didn't do that, I'm not interested to look for the buy over here. I'm more interested to see it to come either this 50% or this line over here. The best is this line. Even if it respect from here, I'll try to take the buy from that area. I think I'm a bit late, just a bit late. Just 1 second. I mean, nanosecond late. Just nanosecond late. And I'm going to miss this trade. Come on, man. One more time. Come here. Just nanosecond late, okay? Unfortunately. If I miss this one, I will try to take the buy from the last farewell gap. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. Please don't copy my trade. One more time. I don't think so. It will give me one more opportunity. Come, 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 come. I got it, I guess. Yeah, I got it. If any of you are in this trade, your partial should be here. It should be your partial. If you don't take the partial over here, you're gambling. If any of you are in this trade, it didn't take my buy a tick. Bad luck. Unfortunately, it's a bad luck, brother. Sometimes shit happens. But if any of you entered into this trade and you didn't take the partial over here, it just hit it, and you didn't put your stop loss to the break even, you are gambling. I'm not gonna take any risk over here for your loss. You should be take the partial over here. Your stop loss has to be to the break even. That's something like not negotiable. It's not negotiable. You have to do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. তবু এই দেয়ালের শরীরে যত রং ধুয়ে যাওয়া মানুষের প্রতিহিংসা তোমার চেতনার যত উদ্ভাসিত আলোড়ন আকাশের মতন অকস্মাৎ নীল নীলে ডুবে থাকা তোমার প্রিয় কণা তার চোখের কাছাকাছি এসে যেন পথ ভেঙে Just a second, guys. I have to see how it is going to work. Okay. As long as it's not going to take that low of this word block, it's still valid. If it is took me, I'll get a stop out over here, and it is going to close below the 50% of that word block. I'm not happy to see that. So one candle has closed below the word block 50%. The next body has closed above the 50% of this word block. That is also valid. So I just need to see where the candle has closed. If it closed below the 50%, I'll start to move my stop loss if it provide me any opportunity. Yeah, it has closed below the 50%, so I think it's not going to work. So for the first time I'll get an opportunity, I'll try to move my stop loss to the break even. I'm not happy to hold this trade anymore. It's not going to work, okay? So don't think that my luck will work and it will work. I'm just trying to make sure that if I can put my stop loss to the break even. That's all I'm trying to do over here. If it provide me any opportunities, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. I'm a bit early actually. I should put it here. Why you are not going to close the trade? I can't do that. Okay, I have to let this go. This my psychology. I can't just simply close the trade. I try to move my stop loss. That's my problem. So I'll try to move my stop loss. If it provide me any opportunities to put it to the break even, I'll do it. Do it. Out. I'll wait for re-entry opportunity if it inverse this last gap actually, or if it fall come here, I'll wait for the new order block entry again from this area. Now it is going to work and market is going to hit the buy side limit. I don't give a shit. I see the PDRS is broken. I don't like to hold this trade anymore. So I just let it go. If it started to work, I'll go with the entry from the last fair value cap inversed again. This is a highly accumulation market, very tough to trade. Okay. So if I hold the trade with my stop loss, it's gonna hit me a huge loss. So right now, maybe I got some losses over here, something like $78 loss. It will be mitigated very easily. I don't need to worry about that. But as the PDR is broken over here, I'm not believing this PDR anymore over there. Singing is not allowed on this channel and might lead to a ban, especially with a voice like your. Oh man, sorry. I'm extremely sorry, man. I know. My voice is extremely bad. Thank you, Tamim, for reminding me that. 15-second fair value gap is holding. Does Blue Guardian payouts to traders? Of course, man. Of course, it give you the payout. I mean, buy in GC. I don't trade the GC, Anjal, Nirula. It didn't take my. Okay, it didn't take you. You are lucky, man. But those people who took the buy here and took the partial over there, put the stop loss to the break even, you should be safe. I mean, yeah, you didn't get a huge profit, but at least some profit you have already got. Oh man, it's going to work. I don't care. As I told you, PDR is broken. I don't like to hold this trade anymore. So when the market will go higher, I'll try to move my stop loss according to the price. If it started to work higher, I know that where I should re-enter from this market. So I tried to catch the bottom. Unfortunately, it didn't work the way I was expecting. In the accumulation market, it happens. A lot of time it happens. Are you thinking about sell? 100% no. I will look for the sell again after clearing some buy side liquidity. So it has to clear the buy side liquidity, then I'll look for the sell again. If you are wrong and market is going to fall, I will let this fall go. According to the dealing events, it has to clear the buy side liquidity at first. If any of you are still in this trade, try to make sure you closed or you've tried to put your stop loss to the break even. Don't think it's going to work. If it work, it will come here at first, then it will work. I believe so. So when it will come here to this line, I'll start to look for a re-buy opportunity from the reorder block. How is the market so far, guys? Highly accumulative market. Brother, can you see 15-second? I need your input. I don't have the 15-second part. I mean, sorry. I can't enter to the 15-second. I have to buy a better plan for trading view. So, and the Blue Garden futures, I don't have that account so far. So I can't enter. I think I can't enter, but let me try actually one more time. If I can. I don't think so. I will be able to enter. Yeah, I can't enter. My subscription is not active. If it close the bullish gap, will it be valid to look for long here? The next long is only valid if it can touch this 6 on 8 level. That is the only level. If it can come here, I will start to look for a rebuy opportunity from the reorder block. Otherwise, no other buy is valid over here except this gap is not going to be inversed. I am not able to take any other buy either from this line or from that line for me. For me, okay? but you guys are good to go anywhere. Brother, if you measure 850 m high, 952 low, you will see the candle bodies did not close above. To me, this is weakness. I usually wait to see if it can close above. Of course, you can do that, Sujivan. Right now, I am only interested to see it will fall, come to this line, then it will go higher again to take this buy side liquidity. After that, it will start to fall again for this line. If it doesn't happen, instead of that, if it keep falling and take this line, I will have nothing to do. Simply. Here, no buy is valid to me. I told that if any of you are in this trade, take your partial over here. It has given you 1 is to 1 partial. Take your partial, put your stop loss to the break even. There is no complaint. I keep repeating that things. Do you not like trade over at 15-second chart? Oh man. Oof. I can't fix it right now in this live. Okay. Okay. So it came here. Now I will start to look for another buying opportunity from the order block. Now I'm convinced. Okay. So liquidity is gone. Now I'm more interested to see this buy side liquidity. Any sort of buying opportunity right now from the inverse gap, from the order block is a valid buy for me right now. See, this is why I was trailing the stop loss, trying to put my stop loss to the break even. PDR is broken. I don't like this shit anymore. I know it's not going to work. Let me see if it can come to this last fair value gap. It doesn't need to, but I'm just seeing if it can come over here. With the volume imbalance, see this volume imbalance, it has already traded the last fair value gap. Either way, it has traded it. If it keep falling, I will have nothing to do and I'm just not able to trade this market. Not going to push any button if it's falling right now. But your bias was bearish, but I can't take the sell as the market left the buy side liquidity. So I am not interested to take any sort of sell. I have only opportunities to take the buy right now. If it provide me that buying opportunity, I'll go for that. If it doesn't do that, keep falling, trade that line over here, 27277.00. I'm done for this session. I'm not able to push the button over here. I think my point is absolutely clear to you guys. I'm not only interested to take the entry from here, I'll also try to go for the order block trade. That means if this is the lowest down close body close candle and this type of scenario appeared on the chart, I'll go for the trade from the order block. Do you copy trade multiple accounts or work on them separately? I work on them separately. I don't know it will take me or not. It will give me the entry or not. But if it close one tick above this candle, I'm gonna take a rebuy from the same area, same logic, same everything. I'm gonna take 5 over here. I'm just don't know that it will take me or not. If it doesn't take me from here, I have to take the entry from there. But in that type of scenario, my stop loss is gonna be bigger. The same logic, same everything, same everything. There is nothing wrong. Absolutely everything is perfect. Same. Everything, same thing. It has to close above that candle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see if it can touch to this gap and just a bit more. Just more. Just more. There you
Order
go.
filled.
Good. And target is this buy side liquidity. Of course, I'll try to take some partial in between this. Same logic, same everything, same order block, same everything. If any of you are in this trade, make sure you have taken the partial around 1:1. So wherever is going to be 1:1, go for that. So I think it's gonna be 20 handle, which is here. So try to take the partial around 20 handle. Put your stop loss to the break even. If you don't do that, you're gambling. Don't do that. Don't do what I'm doing. Do what I'm telling you to do. Okay. तेरे बिन मैं कैसा जिया कैसा जिया तेरे बिन तेरे बिन मैं यूं कैसा जिया कैसा जिया तेरे बिन तेरे बिन again where did it came? Look at this, where did it came? Exactly where did it came? Wow. The last fair value gap, something very important. Of course, man. It's highly important. Okay, actually, I can't hold it. Unfortunately, I have to close it. Uh, I'll close it. Okay. Actually, the problem is in this Flex account, I can't take more than 50%. So, uh, I think I have to take a loss now, right? Okay. So 639. I think I have to take some losses right now intentionally. I forgot about this that I'm trading the 25K account. So actually, let me see a bit. Lucy trading. I have to close it. Otherwise, it's gonna be more than the shit, man. So it's a flex account, 25K eval, consistency 50%. So 1250. What is the 50% of 1250? What is the 50% of 1250? Let me see. 1250 625. So it's 39. So I have to take a intentional loss now. Shit, man. What can I push? Sell. Is that okay now? 23. 625. Is that okay now, Suzy one? 50% consistency, right? 1250 is the profit target. So 50% is 625. Now my profit is 623. Should I take another one loss? I think I another one loss. Now don't make the profit, please. I'll just take another $3 something like that. Yeah, now is cool. 608 is cool. I really don't know, brother, why it's showing like that way. I can teach you how to lose, brother. I am good at it. I think it's now good. Okay. It's now good. Like 608 should be good. So this account we have made like something like $669 today. This account we have made $606 today. So let's go for this account now. Let's see if I can find another opportunity or not. Where did it came, guys? Yeah, I'll check it, man. Thank you, Tamimi. Any of you got that run by the way? The same logic. Okay, I used this order block here from the 50% by using this gap. I have used this order block from the 618 level from the last fair value gap. Order block tapped over here, and from there to until here, it's kind of 71 handle. So you should take some partial and then you are safe. I'll look for another buy right now to see if I can find any buying opportunity or not. Okay. I just need to wait a bit more to find another buy. Guys, you guys can write down boom for me, okay? Like, I think it was a good trade by explaining the exact price. And yeah, at the beginning, I got a 12 handle loss by trailing the stop loss. I had the opportunities to close it at the break even, but my psychology doesn't support it. So I love to trail the stop loss. And then it came here. I used the same logic, same everything, but it was more than enough. So I had to close it intentionally. I had to take some losses intentionally. Now look for the rebuying opportunity. Boom. Thank you. Andre, thank you, man. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. My point is not to copy my trade. My point is, did you understand the logic over here? Why I was looking for that buy, why I should look for the sale, how I can look for that buy. the logics. If I miss this buy, okay, it worked. I didn't care. I know that I can enter, re-enter from this last gap. So yeah, boom, like button into oblivion. Let me see what is the like button. So if you make it 100 likes, I will start the giveaway. So please push the like button, make it 100 likes. We are going to start the giveaway. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. Okay. We have FOMC on Wednesday. We have some red folder news on Thursday, Fridays. Okay, it's cool week. Absolutely cool week. Nothing to worry about that. Thank you, Florin. Anyone were there with me to that specific trade? It's bullish. Okay, don't think about the sell. So don't try to take the sell right now. Please don't do that. It's my request. Okay, if you're finding any beautiful setup, you're welcome to go for that. But for me, it's not a good time to look for sell. It should be bullish again. I will just wait for the next entry opportunity. That's all. Only took one micro because I was already in profit. Wow, that's cool, man. If you are already in profit, don't take the trade. That's the easiest way. Don't you? Did you get that, boom, brother? You don't need to close the trade. I closed the trade because I was like, I'm already over the limit. That's why I closed the trade. You could simply put the stop loss to the break even and let it go until this buy side liquidity. I had to close it, unfortunately. Yes, I took the buy last fair value gap below the last fair value gap above. I was a quick trade. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Last fair value gap. Does it make any sense, Sujivan? Does it make any sense, guys? Last fair value gap. Does it make any sense? I promise you, brother, the dealing range can be broken, the liquidity can be broken, the everything can be broken just by this last fair value gap. Because this last fair value gap has that power to stop the market, send it lower again for the next logical level. It has that power, even if it is from 1 minute chart. Even 1 minute chart last fair value gap worked better than 15-minute last fair value gap most of the time. Still holding a runner. Congratulations, brother. Yes, I took the buy. Okay, I was. Congratulations, brother. Hi, brother. Hey, RP. The secret wizard sauce. Oh man, inversion. I added more over there because I needed to see it work as inverse gap. I'm not good at inverse gap, to be honest. If it is 100 likes, guys, let me know. I will start the giveaway. How much? 78. So I need 22 more likes. After getting 22 likes, I will start the giveaway. Please push the like button, guys. Why? I need the likes, man. I only beg for the likes. Smoking are injurious to health. Smoking kills. I want to show you something very beautiful. I can't stay without smoking, guys. I told you that if I start the webcam, then you will have to give me the permission to smoke. Without smoking, I can't stay like 1 hour. I can't do that. Mhm. Mav, Mavjid, Mavjid, you are in in that trade. Congratulations, brother, for you. Boom. I hope you got the boom, at least the partial. Hit the like all. Please, guys, push the like button. What is your code for Apex? T2T. You can see on the left bottom corner, Apex T2T. Yeah, Apex has a 50K account. I think it's $24 and the activation fees is $69. So it's very cheap right now. If whoever is interested about Apex, make sure you have used the code T2T. But I don't smoke on camera. I'm not sure. Maybe YouTube has some violation. I got some, okay, I got some expert who told me that it's absolutely fine. Ally, brother. Thank you for that suggestion, brother. But some beautiful people told me that I'm allowed to smoke over here. Anybody can tell me that what is that? What is that box? But I can't stay without smoking, unfortunately, brother. I spent the weekend to study more the last farewell gap dealing range. Last farewell gap worked even when there is a single high above or single low below. Suziman, I have to be in safe place, right, brother? So that's why I used the safe explanation. If you have relatively equal highs, use it. If you don't have, don't use it, because most of the time, if you have the relatively equal highs, it's going to work. So I used the safe zone. Apex charge activation fee $69 right now for 50K account. Breaker block 95%. Absolutely, brother. Thank you, RP. It's not the breaker block yet, but if it is breaker block, mm, absolutely, man. Breaker block. Its relatively equal highs are way more reliable for sure. Yeah, I have to take the safe zone. But, like you have observed it. People should observe it and then they should use it by themselves. Mm, No need to blindly believe me. I'm just learning from you guys. Like, I'm just learning, right? So I'm not like super duper losing fruits, not something like that. I have this inverse gap, unfortunately, but I can't cover this inverse gap. So I will take this risk over here. I mean, of course, I will adjust the stop loss. I'll take this risk. If I get stopped out and then I see that this inverse gap one more time has been traded, I'll re-enter over here from this breaker block. It should not do that because it has already traded the inverse gap. So I think it's not going to do that. I didn't like this two candle actually. Come on, man. Please don't go without me. Whatever you wanna do, do, but don't go without me. You wanna stop me out? Good, but don't go without me. 9, 7, 6. Okay. If it doesn't provide me the entry, I'm not going to take it. It's gonna keep falling. I won't be able to take this sell, unfortunately, because it has to clear the liquidity. It's gonna be an highly accumulation day. Did I tell you that by marking? And I told that I'm not good at drawing. Are you seeing that? This is how you are going to predict the Monday. Monday is much more easier to trade rather than any other days in the week. It's the easiest day to trade. By the way, guys, I have to make sure that it has filled the unfilled gap 100%. If it doesn't do that, I can't take this trade. I thought that it didn't fill the unfilled gap 100%, so it's not a valid trade. I'm so sorry. Okay, I thought that it has been filled 100%, but now I can see it didn't fill the gap 100%. It's like 50%, so I can't take this buy. If you find any buying opportunity, go for it. But I can't take the buy as this gap is not filled 100%. So I'm not going to take it. That unfilled gap has to be filled 100% at first before finding the breaker block. My mistake, guys. I really didn't notice that it didn't close this gap 100%. Thanks God that it didn't close over here. Otherwise I'll be doomed. If this gap is 100% filled, then and only then I'll be able to use this breaker block to take the buy. Otherwise, it's not a valid breaker block to take the buy. If it close above the breaker block, will you enter on the next candle or wait for retest? Of course, I will wait. I would wait for the retest of the breaker block. Let's see if it can fill this gap 100%. Okay, now it's filled 100%. Now, if it go higher, which one I will mark as a breaker block? That's a big question right now. Which one I should mark as a breaker block? I don't see the beautiful candles over here. Trading inside the consolidation is so tough, guys. I can force the market. I can do that. Should I force? Guys, give me an idea. Should I force? Help me, okay? Should I force? I mean, my plan is like this. I'm gonna use the body of this three candle and I'm gonna put my stop loss here. Target is this buy side liquidity. Give me the idea. Should I force it? If you tell me to force it, I'll go for it. I'll take your decision now. How do we recognize the last fair value gap? I think you're new, Mike. Keep coming, brother. I will keep explaining them. Right now, I'm just waiting for a setup. That's why I'm just not going to go for this explanation. Should I go for it? It doesn't look good to me. Forward. We're around the equilibrium level of the 1 hour dealing range, 9:30 to 10:30. No force. Wait for the fair value gap after the shift. It's perfect time to deliver the run. That's perfect. Force it. I should force it. I'm gonna let it go. By the way, let me see if I get 100 likes. Okay, 87 likes. I need 13 more likes before I start the giveaway. Guys, please push the like button. Make it 100 likes. We are going to start the giveaway after that, okay? And 85 subscriber. I just need 15 more subscriber to touch 12,000 subscriber. So if any of you are new over here, please make sure that you have pushed the subscription button over here and we are going to hit 12,000 subscriber. I'm not sharing the signal here. I'm sharing the price action over here in a very precise way. It's not something if, when, something like that. It's something, it's gonna work, man. If I hit the 100 likes, please let me know, guys. I take it. 20 handle. Should I take it? 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 Mm, man. I'll let it go. Last Travel Cave is the best. Okay, thank you, Suzivan, for sharing. And brother, please join our Discord. We will be able to share everything over there. Okay, while I'm in live, I have to focus on streaming. I have to focus on teaching. I have to focus on PDRs. I have to focus on Like my own trading, I have to focus on comment, I have to focus on likes, I have to focus on subscriber. Lot of things, man. So sometimes, it's tough to explain something. So, but if you join our Discord, we'll be free time over there and we can share everything over there with like freely. We can do that around that area. 95 likes, guys. I need just five more likes. Please push the like button before I start the giveaway. Already joined Discord. Thank you, loving. Thank you, brother. Where are you from, man? I'm not taking this on, okay, because it's kind of forcing the market to take the entry. To be honest, this breaker block doesn't look good to me. I was trying to force the market, to be honest, okay. So I'm not going to take it. Maybe it will work, but I'm not going to take it. Doesn't look good to me. If I get 100 likes, please let me know that. GP Smith, me too. Did you join our Discord? If you join, congratulations, brother. Thank you so much. Loving nature guy. You are from India. That's cool, brother. So this candle will close above this gap, then tap to this box, and then it will keep going higher. I wanted to see it like that way. Okay, I'm not going to take it because it seems like forcing market. I'm not going to force the market after that beautiful two accounts beautifully I have done. So yeah, I'll just let this go. Okay, still need one likes. When I'll get the 100 likes, please let me know that. Okay, I want to ask a question for those people who are watching me for a long time now and who keep seeing that my pre-market analysis. Every day I do that. Every single day I do the pre-market analysis. I told that what the market is going for. The way it would love to go, it is absolutely different. But the direction is what is the direction for the market? I do every single day before the market open. Today I told that it's gonna work like exactly like this way. Finally, it will trade this line, of course, but it's gonna work like this way. How was the prediction? Like how lucky I was over there. What do you say about that? This is the question for those people who are with me for a long time now. It's not like those people who are new over here. I'm not asking this question to those people. I'm asking it for those people who are with me for so long now. If this candle take that low, then I'm gonna mark this candle as my breaker block. 318 would be good entry maybe. 318. If it come over here, 318, this is going to be tapped. 99.99% sure it's going to be tapped. If it take this low should not be taken. It's the origin low of the setup. If this low is taken, there is a high probability market is going to touch this line. My opinion again. Your prediction are always higher. Thank you, Alex. Always right. I'm the wizard. You are the wizard, Jamie. We both are the wizard. Still now not 100 likes. Oh man, it's 100 likes. We can start the giveaway. So guys, You have to enter by writing this T2WIZART. You have to write down exactly this to enter into the giveaway. Okay. Just write down that explanation mark T2 wizard. This is also the code without the explanation mark for Lucid Trading, Tradify, everywhere. Okay, I got my ticket. Maybe it will fall to that line 27277. I can't take the sell. You guys know that. Without clearing the buy side liquidity, I can't take any kind of entry over here. Sell entry. Even though my bias is bearish, I can't take the sell. So either I have to take the buy or I have to let this go. I'll close the entry around 11:20. Make sure that you have joined before 11:20. Not 11:20, actually it's 11:15. Okay, so after 9 minutes. So 11:15, I'll stop the entries. Nobody will be able to enter. At the same time, please make sure that you are with us in our Discord. If you're not with us in our Discord, I won't be able to give you the account. Man, when I'm going to touch 12,000 subscribers, man, my prediction about the subscription is always very bad. It's consolidating, okay? Unfortunately, it's consolidating. Maybe it will fall, but I can't take the sell. I'm still watching the consequent crossment rejection, top rejection, if it can happen. Consequent crossment rejection, top rejection, market closed above the breaker block. I would love to take the buy from the breaker block for this buy side liquidity. Another live example of the last fair value gap, which is just below the buy side liquidity. T2 dealing range lower quadrant is already touched. Then why you are looking for buy? If it hit your dealing range upper quadrant while you have the buy side liquidity, and then if it come to your dealing range lower quadrant where there is sell side liquidity, it means that you are not able to use the dealing range anymore. Do you understand what do I mean by that? I have the buy side liquidity here, and this is the low that has built some sort of sell side liquidity. I'm going to mark this high and that low, and then I have found that it has tapped to the deep premium that should not be touched. If it touched, it means that it is going to be taken. When it has touched that line, I'm going to look for the last swing high that has cleared some sort of swing high. This high has cleared over here, that high. And I'm not interested to see this dealing range lower quadrant or deep discounted area is going to be touched. If it touched, it means that the dealing range is broken. You are not able to use the dealing range anymore. You have to use any other specific knowledge about the market that can help you to understand the direction, to understand what the market will go for. Does it make any sense, brother? Here, you can't look for the dealing range anymore. In the consolidation area where the market is consolidating, where you are expecting it's going to be a consolidation day, in that type of area, you are not going to get the precision from the dealing range. Not at least not all the time. Most of the time, your the dealing range is not going to work because it's a seek and destroy mode where the dealing range doesn't mean anything to me. So I was expecting today's price action is gonna be this type of dealing, like something like seek and destroy. And it is happening. In that type of scenario, I'm not interested to look for the dealing range anymore. So when I got it here and then it come here, it's the dealing range is already broken. I'm not able to use any sort of dealing range anymore. If it make any sense to you, brother. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to fall. I'm not going to take the sell. At least I can't take the sell. This is my line where I'm expecting this is going to happen. This market is going to go, but still I can't take any short of sell, unfortunately. Guys, after 3 minutes, I'll close the entry. So if you didn't enter yet, please make sure that you have entered and you have joined our Discord, because if you're the winner and you're not with us in our Discord, I won't be able to give you the account. 987 subscriber just need 13 more subscriber. Okay, 88 subscriber just need 12 more subscriber to make it 12,000. If any of you are new over here, please don't join just for the giveaway. If you feel like it's helpful, this guy is helpful. He doesn't have the beauty, but he has some brain, like brain. Then just join. Okay, otherwise don't break my heart, brother. You will just make it 12,000 subscriber and then you will unsubscribe. Man, I'm gonna cry in that type of scenario. I'll close the entries exactly at 11:15. So please make sure you have joined before 11:15. Okay, make it 11:20. Okay, just for 10 minutes is not enough. I think 11:20 is best. So I will close it after 7 minutes. Why you are not entering exactly over here? If you are feeling like buy sell liquidity is going to be taken, here is no PDRA that I can use to take the buy. Previously, I took the buy here, right? That buy 77 handle, perfect. There was a PDRA, but now I don't have any kind of PDRA that I can use to take the entry. That's why I'm waiting for the breaker block. If the breaker block is been validated, that means body has closed above the high of this breaker block and tap to this breaker block, I'll be in this trade. And I'll try to hold it until this area by taking some partial. If it doesn't do that, keep falling, come to this line, which is my daily target for today. I will have missed this trade. I mean, this trade is going to be missed. I won't be able to enter into this trade if it fall and come to this line. I want to see this line is going to be traded after clearing the buy side liquidity. It doesn't need to do that, but if it do that, I'll be able to take this trade. And if it keep consolidating, I'm done for the day. For those people who are over here, just join me after a bit. I took two trade today. First trade here, it didn't work. Gave me 12 handle loss. I was not able to close this. Close the trade exactly at the break even because like I can't do that. Okay, unfortunately. So then I took this buy here. I added more over there. Took partial here, and then I intentionally took some losses. You guys saw that, so that I can be below $625. That was the entry from here, and I took another trade before the market open, which was over here. All of this area, so all of this fall, where I have ended with $669. So these two trade I have taken so far. I'm trying to take this trade to this account. If it provide me this breaker block, I'll try to take this trade. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to take this trade. Simple. Maybe this inverse gap will work and market will keep going higher. I don't know. I'm not good at inverse gap, so I'm not taking trade from the inverse gap. I'm waiting for this breaker block to be validated. Then I will try to take the entry. If it doesn't, I'm not going to take any trade. $989 subscriber. I just need 11 more subscriber to make it 12,000. I think I have the SMT as well. No, I don't. I thought that I have the SMT. Okay, I have the SMT actually. Brother, it is going to fall. Take the sell. Waiting for a setup is so boring. But if you know that what you are looking for, you don't need to worry about that, right? I think like that way. I know what I'm waiting for. So I really don't care if it happens or not. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to take the trade. If it happens, I'm going to go for that trade. Can I share with my friends to subscribe your channel? I highly appreciate it, man. I highly appreciate it. Lovely MNQ. If you do that, man, why are you asking me that? Anybody will grab it, without thinking about that. I'd love to have that. If you didn't join yet, please write down this to the comment box. Explanation mark T2 wizard. You'll be able to join to the giveaway. Okay. I will choose 10 people and then I'll put them into a race, duck race. Whoever is going to be the winner, you have to confirm that you are the winner through our Discord so that I can provide you the account through the Discord. Too, I lost my golden members because the bank canceled my. Man, it's okay, absolutely perfect. It's Kalpiti. I brother, it's just the appreciation, man. So, if there is any problem, it's absolutely good, man. I always appreciate it, brother. You told me that. I'm happy for that. I love you, brother. Guys, please make sure that you have write down the T2 wizard at the beginning, explanation mark, so that you can join to the giveaway. Okay, it's just one account. I know that it's nothing, but this is what it is. Okay. Phoenix, you are the last one. Okay, I'm gonna close the entries. I was waiting for Phoenix. Okay. Duck race. What is duck race? DUCK duck race. Last cap is broken. Is it closed below this? It didn't. Let's see if it can close below this or not. If it doesn't close, I can't take the sell. I mean, you know how to use this last parallel gap. I'm just watching if it can close below this. If it doesn't, this entry is not valid. Just give me 1 second, okay, guys. Just I wanna see that where the market is going to close. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I think I'm already late. I wish I'm not going to be late. I wish I'm not going to be late. There. Why you didn't take me? Okay, now I'm in this trade. Anybody can tell me what is the rules? What this market should not do? Any of you can tell me that? I'm waiting. Okay. Is there anyone who can tell me that what I don't want to see over here exactly? Exactly over here. What I don't want to see. Anna, do the giveaway as well. So let's look for the winner as well. Okay. Okay. So Jen, congratulations, Jen. I'm gonna keep you in this list. Shit. We. In the meantime, I'll keep watching because if I get stopped out, I have to close these two things over here. I just don't want to see anybody close above the constant encroachment of this gap. So everything is acceptable. This market can go until to the top of this candle. There is nothing wrong. Body can't close above the constant encroachment. That is the only thing I should look for over here. If the body close above this constant encroachment, that is low probability. If and only if it doesn't work as an order block. So now it is a low probability. If it the next candle close below this candle, it is going to work as a beautiful bearish order block. Honestly, like if it stop me out over here, I'll just close these two things over here. All I have to cover this candle high. So I just covered this candle high plus one two handle, something like that. So 24 handle, something like that. Just a second. Okay. Took me. It didn't work. I'll wait to see if it can fall one more time and close below this last gap. We'll see for the re-entry. In the meantime, let me finish this. Hey Ridoy, congratulations, brother. Let's see. Please write down something so that I can know that you are over here. Just write down hi, hello, something like that, brother. Trading in the zone one. Congratulations, brother. Please write down something so that I can know you are over here. RV trades. I want to see. Let me see. You are over here, brother. Please write down something, okay? To the comment box, write down something. It will be available over here, like this. See. Okay, so all of you are over here. Thank you so much. Hey Daniel, last time you were not here. Oh, you didn't win actually. I'm watching the chart as well. If it closed below this last parallel cup one more time, I'll take a resell. Congratulations, Daniel. Please write down something, brother. Regius. Congratulations, brother. We liquid snake. One C, one V. Congratulations, brother. Please write down something. Krishna. What the hell, man? Krishna. Please write down something, brother. I need to make sure that you are over here. Pick a winner. I can't take you, brother, because you are the last time winner. So I can't take you, unfortunately. Hmm. Wonder with Fong. Congratulations, brother. One V. Chart Killer. Chart Killer. Nice name. Congratulations, brother. Please write down something. I think we have already got 10 people. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Thank you for all of you to get it. I need to make sure that all of you are over here. So, okay, just chart killer. Brother, you please let me know if you are over here. It will close below this. I'll take re-entry over here. Chart killer, I'm waiting for your comment, brother. Write down something to the comment box. It will be appeared on the chart. Okay. Thank you, brother, for confirming. I'll put all of you to the race. Whoever is going to be the winner, please you have to confirm it through the Discord. Okay. So let's go. Set. Go. Who is going to be the winner, by the way? Anybody can predict that who is going to be the winner? I think it's gonna be Daniel or Rejuis. Let's see. Are we trades? Okay, it's Rejuis. Congratulations, Rejuis. Take the screenshot. Congratulations, brother. Okay. Rejuis. Okay. Rejuis, no problem, brother. You have to confirm the tray. I mean, sorry, you have to confirm yourself from the Discord, brother. Unfortunately, brother, I have to make sure that you are the guy who is the winner. So, what is your? Just come to the main room and let me know. Okay, Rejuis, is that you, brother? You are typing. That's me. Just go back to YouTube one more time. I'm so sorry, brother, but like later someone will just come and say that I'm the winner. Man, it's gonna be difficult. So just go back to YouTube and to the comment, just write down that, yeah, that's me. Just write down that's me. One more time, brother. Please write down that's me. At the end, I got a loss over here, unfortunately. That's also me. Okay, perfect, brother. Congratulations, brother. I will just contact with you. Okay, brother. Just give me a friend request. I think you have already with me as a friend. Okay, I'll just gonna give you the friend request. Please accept my request, brother. I'll contact you. Okay, after the live. Okay, guys, to be honest, it is highly, consolidation. So I thought that the last gap is going to work as a inversed way, and market is going to take this sell side liquidity at least over here, and then if it can come over here, it didn't do that. Instead of that, it started to go higher again. If it could fall and closed below this last gap one more time before 11:30, maybe I would go for one more time to take the sell over here. But as it is like the lunch hour, I don't think so. I'm gonna take any other trade over here. So in this account, I have just got a $150 loss. I believe that I'll be stopped over here or maybe around the PM session. If I find something good, I will try to take some trade around the PM session to mitigate my loss, $150 loss. Otherwise, that's all for today. Again, the whole trade for today here is one trade for $669. And in another account, here is another trade. Please don't get confused here. It was intentional loss to make it below 625. So that was another trade. It didn't work at the beginning, got stopped out, and then took this buy. That was more than enough for being profitable. So end up with $600, something like that. In this account, I have to make another $400, just $400 to make it funded. We'll see if we can do that. And the last account, which is here, just end up with $151. It's trust me, man, $150 is nothing. Okay, if it started to work, I could add more by trailing the stop loss toward the sell side liquidity. But as it didn't work, it just stopped me out. I got stopped out over here for I think I guess it's 23 handle something, 24 handle something like that. So that was a very bad trade, I know, but unfortunately, this is what it is. It didn't work, but we'll see if it works tomorrow or not. Thank you so much for being over here. Anybody has any question? So price action will be like this until Thursday. No, it was just for today. Today's price I was expecting like this way, brother. Yeah, everything's perfect. I was expecting this is going to happen just by today. We knew that it is going to happen like that way. We knew that, to be honest. I'm new. Hey Mala, welcome to our committee, brother. When is the next giveaway? I think after 1 or 2 week, man. It's gonna be long. I had a question. What is that question? Phoenix. Where is your question, Phoenix? Burros, your system is broken. It never picks me, and I'm the winner, lol. Hey Burros, I love you, man. Brother, where is my free account? I will give you a message, AFX. If you need the free account, I'll give you a message. You're my brother. I afraid of these two guy, AFX and Burros. They're so rude, okay? And also Tamimi, of course. What is your question, Phoenix? Uh, okay, sorry if this is a dumb question, but why do you use the bearish inversion fair lookup if it was already mitigated price traded up and down to that inversion already 3 to 4 times? Which one you are talking about? Are you talking about this gap? It was been broken for the first time over here, so I have used this gap. Okay, let me actually show you same gap. It didn't work over here. I know it's like absolutely shit to explain over here right now, but I want to show you the execution exactly from the same gap. See this sell side liquidity? Above this sell side liquidity, this is the last gap. For the first time, I took the partial over here. Okay, so it was the partial. I took the partial over here, and then this candle over here, this candle closed below this gap. I added exactly to the low of this gap, which is this gap above this sell side liquidity. And then I just didn't clear the liquidity here. Instead of that, I have used this clean lows to take my partial over here. See this clean lows over here, like this relatively equal lows. I just took the partial over here. I mean, I was just putting the market order. So that's why it's showing that a bit lower. But actually, I pushed the button when it tapped to this line. Just push the button, but for the slippage, I I got the partial over here around that area. This gap and that gap are the same gap to me. So when it has closed below this gap, I entered over here by believing it's not going to take the high. If it take this high, it means that I'm done with this trade. And then if the market fall again, I'll take re-entry from the last gap. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it interested to go for this buy side liquidity, that buy side liquidity, I have to find out another opportunity to take the buy depending on the price action over there. So whatever price action you will have over there, depending on that. But right now, this is the lunch hour, so not interested to read the market right now. We'll see around the PM session how it is going to work. But for me, this line is the target for today, 27,277.00. That is the line for today. Today's target for me. Before targeting that line, I wanted to see this liquidity to be taken, this buy side liquidity to be taken at first. And then the market will fall and take the sell side liquid, I mean, take this line over here. That was my planning over here. So I was interested to take the buy as long as this low is not taken. When this low is taken and market closed below this gap, I entered over here. This is a game of the probability. I took this trade with the lowest leverage possible, which was 3 micro contract, put my stop loss to the most logical level, stopped me out over there, keep going higher. I'll let this go because this is the launch, or maybe it will now go and take this buy side liquid. This is the part of this game. Why inversion variable gap failed here, brother? I'm not a good at inversion variable gap, unfortunately, brother. So if you ask me any question about the inverse gap, I'm not able to reply you, brother. But if you're asking about this last variable gap, it just didn't work, man. So it's not something 100% granted. It will work 100% of the time. It worked here 100%, but it didn't work over here. So sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it will work. That is the game of this. That is the part of this game. I mean, every trade can't be the winning trade. Some trade will be losing trade. Tamim is English. Don't say like that way, man. If you hear that, if you can hear that, he's gonna block me for without any kind of mercy. So he will just simply block me. He'll say that go to hell, man. Just blocked me. Damn, we got face reverse reveal before GTS 6. Hey Muzibur, how are you, man? Muzibur. Tamim is English. But his question is my question. I think it's about the last variable cap you guys are talking about here. It just didn't work. Also, I'm watching it where the market is going for. It just didn't work. For example, if it would inverse like the same way it inversed here, if it inverts, just observe this one. Okay. For example, just for your observation, not saying any of you to take this trade. If it inverts and tap to this gap within 5 candle, observe that gap. It's gonna send the market to clear this buy side liquidity. Not 100% of the time, but 90% of the time it is going to work. Sometimes it doesn't work, to be honest. And in this type of scenario, when it doesn't work, I wait for this market to fall and close below this one more time so that I can take a re-entry from here and to take this sell side liquidity. And the next time I use the over leverage because I'm 99% sure it's going to work 100%. I mean, it's going to work over there. Open your stream after a while, TTY. Hey, Moziver, no problem, man. Thanks for being over here, man, for coming back and sometimes come back and give us hi, hello, something like that, brother. I really appreciate it, man. No, not that one, above it, pink. Pink, this one. I'm not good at inverse gap, okay? I just kept this inverse gap while the market was here, Phoenix, while the market was here, I marked this inverse gap because I was watching this as a breaker block. So if this candle could close above this breaker block, I would cover this inverse gap with my stop loss. So for example, like let me show you the exact scenario. Why I marked that on. Okay. So I actually marked this inverse gap. If you're asking about that one, when this market was over there. For example, I was watching this market. If it could close above this breaker block, I would enter over here for the buy side liquidity over here from the breaker block. And now when I'm going to enter exactly over here, where should my stop loss? Where should be my stop loss? Below this inverse gap. That's why I kept this inverse gap over here. But this market never built this breaker block. Instead of that, you can see the shittiest price action, right? It never closed above this breaker block over here. Instead of that, just keep falling. So that's why I was just forgot to remove this gap. That's all, brother. It is not any important gap to me. I just forgot to remove that gap from my chart. Like this gap doesn't have any value anymore. When this low is taken, all of this breaker block is broken. It's not important anymore. Nothing, no price action is important anymore over here for me. Except a new setup. If it can build a new setup, maybe I'll be able to use that setup. I don't see any setup over there. Hey bro, I want to just ask, I can pass funded account with Silver Bullet. I don't use the Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet, okay, we have talked about this. I'm gonna share my thoughts about the Silver Bullet. Okay, brother, please don't take it as yours, like, how to say that. Don't just use it as your analysis or something like that. Silver Bullet, which is the time where the market has the highest probability to get the speed, highest probability to get the huge speed. That is from 9:50 to 11:10. This is the exact Silver Bullet time. Now people said 10 to 11. It's actually not. From macro to macro, which is 9:50 to 10:10. The macro start from there where the market actually engineered the fuel, and then it starts to run in between 10:10 to 11:10 until 11:10. 11:10 is the London close where market actually lose uh, it finish its fuel, and then it started to break over there. Okay, so for example, you are driving a car with a 180-kilometer speed. You started the engine around 9:50. The car started to go, run. The run start mostly in between 10 to 11. In between that time, car started to run, and when it reached to 10:50, in that area you start to brake. So I mean, no, your car is just not going to stop from 180 to 0. It stop like brake, 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 and it started to stop. So in between 11:10 to 10:50 to 11:10, it just stopped. That is actually the Silver Bullet. Now later people started to talk about the Silver Bullet model. Now, if you want to trade the Silver Bullet model, again, just my opinion, brother. I'm not saying anything. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my knowledge. If you want to trade the Silver Bullet, you have to have almost you have to do the PhD on one ICT concepts. That means you have to like you have to be master of every PDRA ICT so far has been revealed. Some people, let me actually talk about this. Let me actually remove this one because otherwise I can push the button anytime, and I don't want to push the button. So that's why I have to just remove it from my chart. Some people say like, go to your 5 minute chart. Okay. Mark the, this is for you, brother, only. Okay. This is the price action. We knew that this is going to happen. So 10 is here. Okay. 10 is here. I'm going to make it bold, and 11 is here. Here. People say that go to your 5 minute chart, wait for a 5 minute fair value gap over. Okay, it's not gonna be a good example of the Silver Bullet because it's like messy price action. So let me go to the previous day so that I can explain the Silver Bullet over there. Okay, so here you can study this. Okay, of course I have no objection about that. You can study them like here. So wait, this is the easiest thing I have ever heard about the Silver Bullet. I don't like it, but you can do it. Wait for wait with your 5 minute chart. Wait for some low to be taken in between 10 to 11. Some low to be taken. Now you hear this candle, you can see it has taken all of these lows over here. All of these lows. This low can be created inside the Silver Bullet. This low can be created outside of the Silver Bullet. All it needs to do, take some liquidity, then wait for a bull gap if you're bullish. If you're bearish, vice versa. Wait for a bull gap. When you will find a bull gap from your 5 minute chart, mark that bull gap here and go to your 1 minute chart. If your bias is bullish, okay, I really don't know if your bias is bullish or not. From 1 minute chart, wait for the setup. Wherever you find the setup, just push the button. Just make sure that you have covered that bull gap from 5 minute chart. That's more than enough for being profitable to get that run in between the Silver Bullet. I really don't know if it works or not. I really don't. I never observed it. I never used the Silver Bullet model or something like that. For me, the Silver Bullet is the time where the market give the expansion. So I'm waiting for the expansion in between 9:30 to 10 or 9:50. Market will do the manipulation, That means market is going to clear the liquidity or the Judas swing. And from 10 to 11, I'm going to get the speed, the expansion in between 10 to 11. That's my opinion about the silver bullet. But of course, some people use it as a model. Now, if you can go for it, I really appreciate it, brother. I'm just not good at that. Hey, bro, I want, okay, I think you got the reply, brother. So can you can you pass it the eval by the silver bullet? I don't have any reply for that, brother, because I don't use the silver bullet. For me to enter into a trade, the best area is 950 to 1010, 1025, 1035, 1050, 1110. So every hour, top of the hour, 20 minute, middle of the hour, 10 minute. That's the best area for me to enter. If you see me to execute, for example, when I execute this trade over here, right? I executed this trade around that area, exactly from here. That was the time 7:53. Exactly 7:53 candle, or say after 7:50, I entered over here and I closed the trade over here. Maximum portion has been closed. And then I just one micro contract I left open that I got stood out over here. I love to enter exactly at the top of the hour by using the silver bullet. Sorry, not the silver bullet, by the macro. Or if you look for this trade where I took this trade around this area, just if you, no, sorry, not here, here. That was that trade I took exactly over here, which was 1033. You can see, look at this candle, exactly that candle is 1034 candle. So for me, entering the best time, 1025 to 1035, that is the best time for me to enter, or like 950 to 1010. Out of these two area, I don't like to enter here. This area, when I entered over here, it is like 1123. So right, 1123, which is very near to 1125, not exactly 1125. It's a time, in that time, whenever you will find the setup, I prefer to enter over there. It's my opinion only, again. Okay, thank you. You're most welcome, Phoenix. Thanks for understanding, brother. I think it's done. Nobody has any more question. Not a bad day. Yeah, I will say not a bad day. It was a good day. Yeah, even though it was bit consolidation, we knew that this is going to be consolidated market. We knew that. I mean, nobody can tell that. We didn't know that it's gonna be a consolidation day. I have explained it at the beginning of this stream when I do the pre-market analysis. I also told that it is going to fall to this line 27277.00. It's going to be my target for today. It's not going to fall like very smooth way. It's going to go like this way, exactly like that way. Like this type of price action we are going to see today, as long as it's not reaching over here. After reaching over there, what is going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. I think it's good for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys.